It's Tiffany from LittleHouseEntertainment.com, and I'm at 2K Games booth with Seth. I'm going to be talking to him about Darkness 2 and the upcoming sequel to the original Darkness. So, first of all, great booth.
Yeah, love the booth.
Love the booth. Great demo. Really fun demo. Really just got you right in there. You know, sampled so many things. Very excited. Is that an indicator of how the game is going to begin?
Absolutely. Well, this is not exactly how the game begins. This isn't the first level. This is about the first 4 or 5 levels. We took little chunks out of them and squished them together. If we just gave everybody the first level, we'd give away the plot.
Right.
And we don't want to give away the plot yet. Like,
Absolutely.
that's half of the fun, especially if this game is the story.
Right.
And giving away the story too early, we don't want to ruin it for the fans.
Exactly.
So we wanted to show people how we told the story, like the interrogation sequence and being, you know, crucified to a cross and pulling your hand through the railroad spike, like that kind of stuff. Shows you how we tell the story and what our narrative standards are without giving it away. So that was the goal of this.
You know, it came across loud and clear. Great job. So, okay, Jackie left him at the end of Darkness 1. Just a little recap for everybody. He's now, you know, head of the mob.
He's the Don.
Starting off the story, you know, still with his powers. So, you know, we're not going from depowered or repowered or anything.
I mean, we could have done that sort of like amnesia thing. Oh, I've forgotten all my powers. Let's relearn from scratch. It's totally not what we wanted to do.
Right.
Instead of like, you know, Jackie's in the first game, he was just like he started as a grunt, learned about the darkness, learned to master the powers of the darkness, took down the entire mafia, like, and he ended up this complete badass at the end of the game. And we wanted to start him there and then grow him again to double that power, like through the course of the game. So we've made a lot of design decisions in order to make it so that you feel like you're growing more and more and more powerful, but that you start absolutely, you know, awesome. Totally part of the plan. And so you start both like with your darkness powers, you are completely incredibly powerful. Like this is we have a talent tree that's 40 talents deep. The demo you just played, you have none of them.
Right.
Just demon arms, just quad wielding.
Excellent.
So it's only up from there.
Right.
And at the same time, he's also the Don of the Mafia, so he starts sort of socially with incredible amounts of power, which is really fun.
I know you mentioned quad wielding, which I had heard about. It's a great idea. It's amazing. Being able to wield not only one gun or 2 guns, but also having the demon arms out.
Yes.
At the same time, which is great because I know when I was playing it, I found myself needing to pull myself out of like Call of Duty mode, where it's just like I only have a gun and I have to use that. I'm like, I have so many options here.
Right.
There's so many ways to kill people.
It's all, I mean, that's sort of a player expression thing for us. Like, do you like to javelin people through the face? Okay, pick up that parking meter and javelin people through the face. Do you like to kind of like gun from a protected standpoint? Okay, pull a car door off and use it as a riot shield and then shoot through the window and you're good. You know, I'm kind of a slashing demon arm guy.
Yeah.
I like to run into combat and like you can sort of slash upwards and then the people fly in the air and then while they're defenselessly floating through the air, you can kind of clip off different body parts with the slashing demon arm because you have full control over which direction it slashes.
Yes.
There's so many ways to play that you have so many options about how you can run into combat and when the game feels the best, like after you kind of like, I mean everybody leaving this demo after like 20 minutes of play, people kind of get it.
Yeah.
And they're grabbing and slashing and shooting and reloading all simultaneously and they understand quad wielding pretty quickly. Like we've tried really hard to make it really intuitive.
Absolutely.
So you can just pick it up and play.
Absolutely. It really was. It's very successful in that. You know, again, coming from, you know, very standard first-person shooters, like this is really welcome. This is really welcome change. You know, love the creativity that you really put into this. And honestly, it's, as I was describing before, it's delightfully violent. It really is. You guys didn't make it over the top. It's apropos. The game, the characters, everything about it just works.
No, I love delightfully violent. I think that's part of I'm stealing that. I'm going to start using that as I talk about the game. Because we talk about the art style as something that we decided because we wanted the art style to support the gameplay.
Yes.
And that was loud. It's the show. But we wanted the art style to support the gameplay, and so, you know, we could have gone really realistic and really kind of sort of pretty forceful realism.
Right.
You know, it's it's kind of been done. A lot of people have gotten to realism, and it wouldn't be, if it were full realism, it wouldn't be delightful to pick up somebody by one foot and then grab the other foot and then split them right in half. Like that wouldn't be. It would be kind of, it'd be gruesome, but it wouldn't necessarily be fun. We wanted it to be joyous.
Yes, and it truly is. I know you guys went with a little more of a comic book style. I love the fact that it's definitely hinted in there, but you guys didn't go and like, you're not banging me over the head with it, and I love that, because sometimes games go for that and like it just almost looks poorly rendered sometimes. It's beautiful. It really is absolutely beautiful. Great lighting. You have some really great environments. It took some time now to explore little details you put in, like the subway maps, everything like that. I love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're actually, it's the artists are really precise about that. Like if you, the game's set in 1997. I mean, the first game was in 95, so we just added 2 years to that. We're 97, it's 2 years after the first. You run up to the subway map and you're like, oh yeah, it's a 1997 subway map. Like it's all, we tried to make it really feel right. And you also, if you look at, if you explored a little, you probably saw that kind of anywhere that you end up in the game, that you can tell that all of the textures were really, like a lot of love went into all of it. It's all hand painted. It's not like a post process. It's not like a engineer presses a button and it goes. Like the artists went through and acted as illustrators and just hand painted, pen shader everywhere, hash marks on the things, made it look like it was a graphic novel from life.
And that, again, very apropos. I mean, like you said, a lot of love went into this game. And I for one, really appreciate that. I'm a big environment fan whenever I'm playing a game.
Right.
So, like, if a game goes to the trouble of that and then has a great story and has great content and really thinks about the player behind the game, I love it. I mean, like, where can you go wrong there? I
totally agree.
So, when is this coming out?
We are February 7th, PC, 360, and PS3. So look forward to The Darkness 2 early next year.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Seth.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to meet you.
And thank you so much for letting me play the game.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so check out The Darkness.